Is this thing on? Are we? Is it working? I'll give it a second for everybody to hop on. I should probably tweet that, right? Where's the link for the video? Give me a second, guys. I'm not sure if anybody's there yet. Where's the link? Oh, okay, here we go. Yo, how's it going, guys? Let me give me a second here. Let's I gotta tweet out the link for the live stream. All right, here we go. Let me bring the chat window to this side here so I can read you guys better. How's it going, everybody? Detrox Hub, the Dank Lord, Super Andrew 64. There's a bunch of people here. Where's the, no, I don't know where the window is for the thing. Oh, here it is. It was hidden. All right. Okay, so I'm creating a thumbnail. Somebody asked how my arm is doing. It's pretty decent. I can't really like do this. I can't like with the left arm. I still have a lot of. I mean, the left arm is just fine, but with the right arm, like I can pretty much just like this is as far as I can go. Pretty much like this is it. So this is just fine. This one is like here, and that's it. Like I have to really take it easy. I can type, okay. I can't type for too long. Like after like half an hour, I have to take a break and stuff like that. But it's okay. Like I can finally live by myself again. So we're creating the thumbnail for today's video, which is it's been uploaded already. It's about the Pokeball Plus, which I would get up to get it and show it to you, but I'm not wearing pants right now. So how did you break your arm? Somebody asked. I didn't break my arm. I dislocated it a bunch, and I had to finally get it fixed for good. So let's open the pictures here. So I got a bunch of pictures here. It's not loading for you guys. Anyway, I took a bunch of pictures here of my Switch with the Pokeball Plus. So I'm gonna load a bunch of them in here, and then we're gonna put them all here, and then we're gonna choose together which one looks best. So when I take pictures for thumbnails, I try to leave enough room at the bottom here. Oh man, I should have probably dusted that. You probably can't see, but it's a little dustier than I probably should. Okay, it's okay. Just a second here, guys. All right, so I try to leave for this picture here. I'm not sure if you can tell, but the focus is on the Switch, and the Pokeball itself is a little fuzzy. So we're gonna leave this one here. Let's look at another one. Let's see. So there's this one here. So that one, let's make it smaller here. Like that. So there's this one. I try to leave enough room at the bottom here for the title. What program are you using? Prash Bricks asked. This is not a program actually. It's a Pixeler. It's a website actually. This is just a website. Let's see here. Yeah, so right about here that works okay. So I'm gonna load a bunch of them. Let's bring this down here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So we're gonna layer a bunch of them so I can pick the best image here. So there's the third one here. Normal Gaming asks, hey, how are you? Hey man, I'm doing good. How about you? Let's see. So there's this one. So this one, I think I already like this one better because as you can see, the Pokeball is actually on in focus and the Switch is not. I'm not sure if you can see it. Can you guys tell that the Switch is a little fuzzy and the Pokeball is actually in focus? Okay, I like this one quite a bit. I'm gonna take that title out of there. So far we have that, and that. So far, I think I like this one better. We can't see the Pokeball. Oh, that's right. You can't see the Pokeball. Good point. Let me... Perhaps this is better. How's this? Is this better? That's good, right? Okay, so the Pokeball there is in focus, and the Switch is not. It's a little fuzzy. Yeah, Pixelator is good. So I want to show you two again. So I have that, and that. So this one I already don't like because the Pokeball is a little fuzzy, and the focus is on the Switch, which should be the other way around. Same for that one. Let me load some more pictures here, and you guys tell me. So far, I'm liking this one. So I'm gonna put this layer here as I'm gonna name it Switch, so I don't lose sight of it. So that's the one I like so far. That's the one that's looking the best. Let's open some more up. So there's this one too. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, okay, here we go. That's the new one. Let's make it smaller. Okay, that one is looking cool. I like how it's like really wide in the background. A lot of dust on the table though, so that's I probably should have cleaned that table before. So there's that. So I like this one. It's kind of artsy, right? Like, so again, this versus this. What do you guys think? I like this one because there's a bunch of white in the background. It makes the Switch pop a little bit more. This one, not as much, right? So far, this one is the best one. Layer 9. Let's go for the next one. And I think this is the last one. Okay, here we go. I took these pictures with my Canon 70D with a 50mm lens, so I was standing pretty far from the Switch to get a picture like that. So layer 9, I'm getting some feedback about layer 9. I'm liking this one as well here. I really wish I'd cleaned that table. Let me get my face out of here for a second. So how do you guys like that? That's pretty crisp, right? OY Salmon asks if I'm getting the PlayStation Classic. No, I'm not getting the PlayStation Classic. I don't like the list of games. I'm not totally sure if it's going to be hackable because PS1 games are pretty big. So for it to be hackable, for that to work, Sony would have had to put a bunch of onboard memory for us to be able to put a bunch of games. With the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, that's easy because the games are small. Right? But not as much with the PS. So this is what we have so far. We got layer 10. This is layer 9. Pretty good. This is the Switch layer. I already don't like that. Then we have this one and this one. So I want to say this one is the winner. What do you guys think? What if you use an external drive? We don't know if that's going to work, right? Like, we don't know if that's possible. And I don't like kludgy solutions like that, right? So I'm going to get my face out of this here. Let's go to the top here now. Here we go. How about that? All right. So now we're pretty much into the title now. Somebody asked, have you ever fiddled with NDS flashcards? Nintendo DS flashcards? Like this guy right here. I can't really stretch my arm very well, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have a couple. I have a couple of flashcards. In fact, I was sent one to do a review, but I just haven't gotten around to it. One for the 3DS. So I'm gonna change the title here to white. First off, so one title that's very catchy. Here's a hint for you guys out there if you create content as well. People really videos about whether or not something is worthwhile. People are very curious about that. My videos that did really well, a lot of them are like, is this worth it, right? So I'm gonna put in worth it question mark. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. So you see how I took the picture, the framing is so that I have a lot of negative space here at the bottom that I'm not gonna cover with this. Now, this is a problem, right? Because Shahid C. says, hey, I'm from Zambia. Came across your channel a few weeks ago. Really appreciate the English channel viewers. Thank you, dude. Zambia, that's cool. I didn't expect somebody from Zambia to watch my... Now I'm curious, where is Zambia? I know it's in Africa, but I don't know where in Africa. So let's see here. I want to go... Oh, what did I do? I messed everything up. Let me... Do I have another... I'm curious now. Wait a second here. Where is Zambia? It's in Southern Africa. It's close to, where is it? I don't see it. Zambia. Is it too small that I'm not on the map? Where is it? Southern Africa. It's midnight there. Right on. Where is Zambia? I see Namibia, Angola. They speak Portuguese in Angola, by the way. Mozambique. They also speak Portuguese there. Zimbabwe. I see South Africa. I don't see... Oh, there it is. Zambia. Right next to Angola. Right on. Cool. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't expect somebody from Zambia to be watching my stuff. That's really cool. Anyway, so we have here the title. Now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the title. So one style that I usually do is I have one... Oops. Select the wrong layer here. I have one layer where the title is in a different font and it's kind of skinny. And then I have one where it's like nice and thick. So usually I would have word on the top and then word at the bottom, right? So I leave a bunch of negative space here. But I'm not sure if this is going to work because this here only has 2 words, right? Worth it. I can't put worth on top and it at the bottom. It doesn't work. I could have is it worth it? But then I'd have to have, so let's try that. Is it worth it? But then I'm overcomplicating things, I feel. Is it like this? Watching a clickbait thumbnail getting made live. Wow. Hey, Anthony, it's not... I guess it is kind of clickbait, but it's not that bad. I mean, I answered the question, right? I'm not fooling you. If you click on this, I'm going to tell you. It's a video about the Pokeball Plus. It's about the Switch, and I'm going to tell you whether or not it's worth it. I'm not sure if that qualifies as clickbait. You tell me. I feel it's pretty honest. I think it could be worse. There's no red arrows. Here we go. Is it worth it? So now, worth it is a little bit smaller. It's not blocking the Pokeball as much. Is it is at the top, and it's really tiny. So tiny, in fact, that I'm questioning if that's even... Replace is it with a Pokeball. Okay, so a little like a PNG Pokeball up there. Use the Rocky... Hey, Chris, how's it going? Use the font from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I forget what font that is. It depends. The next question should be if the video is exactly between 10 and 11 minutes long. No, it is not. It's 6 minutes. It's a quick video. I don't blame YouTubers to do this because we all got to make a living. And I've made videos that are over 10 minutes long that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put some ads in this because that's the game we have to. That's the thing. Bad practices are rewarded by the platform. So we have to pay bills and eat, so we kind of, the platform pushes us towards that because those things are effective, right? There's a reason they do that. They are effective, like the red arrows, the thumbnail, making a video stretch out to 10 minutes. It's like the dirty game we all have to play. Like at the end of the day, do I want to pay my bills or not? Do I want the bank to repossess my car or not? That's basically what it boils down to. Do you like Donkey Kong? Asks Sean. I think that's how it's pronounced. Sean Greg, of course. Izzy, there's a Switch Black Friday sale going on. Are you grabbing something? No, I'm not. I'm trying to save my money. I have everything I could want. There's nothing I want right now, so okay. Now worth it is too small, so I feel like there's a bunch of negative space here. So let's play with this here. So is it worth like? I could have worth at top and it at the bottom. I'm not sure. I favor thumbnails with very little text. I don't want to put a bunch of text on the thumbnail, right? So I don't want to put like Pokeball. Is it worth it? That's too much. That's too big. I don't know. I like simple thumbnail. Also, let's play a bit with the layer styles here. Don't put worth it on top of over the Pokeball. That's right. That's a good point. You answered everything except Daco Taco's comment. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Okay, Daco Taco had asked PSP or Vita to start out, or Switch. Interesting question. It really depends on what you're thinking of doing with the console. If you're into emulation, homebrew, and things like that, I would go with the PSP because it's cheaper. It's it's smaller, so it's more pocketable if that's a priority for you. The PSP is pretty decent. Ryan asks, what program are you using? I'm not using a program. This is a Pixelator, which is a website. You go on the website, and it's basically Photoshop for free on the website. What layout of a keyboard do you prefer typing on, with one and with two hands? ISO or ANSI with percentage? I'm not sure what those mean. I just use a regular QWERTY keyboard. I'm not sure if that answers your question at all. So how do you guys feel about the Drop Shadow? With, like, yay or nay? Drop Shadow or no? What about Red Dead Redemption 2? Great game, but I didn't put a lot of time into it yet because Pokemon is stealing all of my time. Make the dot a Pokeball. The dot on the the dot. It's gonna be too small of a detail. It's not gonna pop on a thumbnail that much, I don't think. What do I do with this? Because, like, this area right here, this is the negative space I have to work with the title. So I could have worth up here, it at the directly beneath. Okay, I got an idea. So I'm gonna take out worth, have it like this, and then have it at the bottom like the. It's too close to the bottom, but it's okay. So now I'm gonna bring that again. Raisin Shuriken just donated €2 and 29. Do they call cents too for the euro, or is it a different word? I'm gonna go with cents. Thank you so much for the donation. And yes, what's your go-to way to play PS1 games? Cheers. I go with the GPD-XD just because it's super portable. I have all of my games there. It has a flip screen, so like a clamshell design, which covers the screen when I'm not playing. Two analogs, full all the buttons with the exception of the analogs on click. But it's outside of that, you have all of the inputs on a PS1. Let's see here. So, it's here. It's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna go with the is it here. It's gonna say worth, and then I'm gonna throw a drop shadow. The distance is okay. Okay. You're sounding just like Austin Evans. In what way? I know that I don't know what that's called, but he says, and I don't mean to knock the guy. I love his work. Don't get this wrong. Don't want to start beef or nothing, but he says things like, "This is the Pokeball Plus. Should you get it?" He lingers at the last syllable, and he has a bit of a vocal fry, right? The Nintendo Switch. He talks a little bit like that. I say, like, I don't want to start beef, like as if he was ever gonna watch my live stream. Let's see here. So I'm not liking it so much. What do you guys think? I'm gonna read the chat here. Let's see what you guys. Yo, AJ, how's it going? So I just gotta reply to a text here. Just a moment, guys. Sorry about that. Why are they the same font? They're not. They're not actually. It is. Let's see here. It is Segoi U Black, and Worth is Corbel. Going good. Just prepping my next video before eating food. What's your next video about, AJ? You need circles and red arrows. Yeah, they work. Why do you always put your questioning looking face in the thumbnails? Because that works for some reason. People like that. Like it's human nature. Like our eyes are attracted to eyes, to faces, to things like that. There's a reason. Like you guys, it's not like I'm the only one doing it. Like the reason so many people do it is because those things are effective. I'm gonna maybe. Where can I put my face here? Perhaps down here, really tiny. Why is the question mark cut off? I don't know. It's the font. The font is kind of weird. It looked better before. Yeah, I don't like this either because it's leaving a bunch of negative space right here. Ideally, for this framing, you want the smaller word on top and the longer word at the bottom because it kind of makes a little triangle, like following the negative space in the image. Worth it is the easiest way to go, but I want to fill out all the negative space I have here, but the framing probably wasn't the best. Man, AJ says that his next video is about whether Pokemon Let's Go works as a competitive game. I'd say no. I put about 10 hours into it, and in my experience, I'd say no. It's a little easy. I mean, competitive game, you mean obviously battling online, right? I suppose it could be. I wouldn't see a game that casual as a competitive game. Mr. Pro Poutine, hello Izzy, how goes it? Shoulder doing good, pretty decent. Actually, I have some decent range of, like I can do this pretty good and it doesn't hurt anymore so much. I can't sleep on it. I can't put it all the way out. Like I can't do like this. I can't do like this kind of motion like this ahead of me, in front of me. If I were to fall, I would only have my left arm to like, and usually I keep my arm like this when I'm not doing anything because it's like more comfortable. It's okay. It doesn't hurt a whole bunch. Damn it, like I don't know. I wonder what resolutions your thumbnails are. Me too. Let's see here. Where do I see that? Layer. I think it's 720. I think it's 720. I'm pretty sure it's 720. Okay, Jesus, I can't figure out the wording here. This shouldn't take this long. Damn it, guys, come on! I need your input here. I don't like. Okay, let's change the worth it. Let's go with something else. Let's go with should you? But now it's getting too like I don't like it to be so long. Like I don't. The thumbnail, my personal philosophy is that it shouldn't have too many words. And I find that a lot of thumbnails work just fine without any words, but there's no harm in experimenting. So let's go with should you get it? Get it? Question mark. Make it a little bit bigger. Like so. You know, I could make the negative space work a little bit better if I change the framing here. So now it doesn't work so well because now I'm hiding the switch, although the switch isn't really the focus, right? So what do you guys think? Let's move this here, make this a little bit bigger. What do you guys think? Like, because you got to also consider that people are going to be seeing this thumbnail really tiny like this, right? Like a lot of the times. So I don't have a problem with it covering the worth your money is a good idea. Worth buying, that's a good idea as well. Good value, very good. So Marlon suggested it has to be straight to the point. I prefer just worth it. The problem with worth it is because this negative space doesn't work with just work it. Because there's a lot. I mean, I'm probably overthinking this, right? But I tried worth it and I didn't like quite how it looked. Chris is leaving. He says, sorry, you got a jet. Make dinner for the kids. When you get some free time, shoot me a message. I need to pick your brain. Much love, homie. For those who don't know, Chris is actually my very first friend in Canada. When I first came to Canada, 15 years ago, we lived in the same complex, and my dad had these flyers out for like fixing computers to just like get some extra money. And then Monty's mom needed her computer, or was it your computer fixed, Chris? Now I don't remember. I'm not sure if it was her computer that was broken or if it was yours. And my dad spotted a guitar magazine on the on the coffee table, and I play the guitar, right? So my dad calls me and is like, "Oh, Izzy, get your ass here. There's this guy here. It's about your age. He plays the guitar. You guys should make friends." Because I didn't know anybody. My English wasn't very good back then. Chris knows. And I'm like, okay, I'll go because I had nothing else to do, right? And we became friends. We started a band together. I met my ex-wife through Monty, which is kind of funny. Uh, let's see here. I feel so old. I have an ex-wife. How messed up is that? Okay, let's get creative here. I just realized that I could probably get this framing a little bit better. Because I should probably make the Pokeball a little bit bigger, right? Like, it should probably pop a little bit more. The other issue is the Pokeball is going to be partially obscured, perhaps, by... Okay, how about this? Burnsy said, "Me too, buddy. Going through divorce right now, not fun." Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I mean, I'm almost done, so I'm good. But it's not fun. I remember somebody saying that you have to get married early to get that first divorce out of the way. And now I have to say, like, yeah, it does make sense to get that first divorce out of the way. I mean, I feel like that's what I did. Oh, man. Okay, how about this? I like this. I like this. How about this, guys? Fanatics4 said, mask out the Pokeball and put it in front of the text. Good idea. That does look really, like, pro, right? I like that. Let's try that. Let's try that. So... I'm really bad at masking, so I bet you there's like tons of better ways to do it than I'm going to be doing it now. I don't need to mask much of it, so let's get it right nicely in the frame. Let's get that in that. Marlon says, I'm going through divorce too. Haha. Everybody's going through divorce. It's the new cool thing. All the cool kids are doing it. Yeah, man, divorce is it's rough, but that's life. That's life for you, right? You meet somebody, turns out they're not the right person. It happens. Or you're not the right person, right? It could be that too. I mean, nobody's blameless, right? Everybody has their share. When relationships, be it friendly, friendship or family, when things go sour, very rarely it's like a clear-cut case of like you're the only one to blame here. People, everybody has their share of the blame. You just gotta live with it, move on. That's what you gotta do, man. All right, so I feel like I masked quite a bit of the ball here. Now I don't see where it starts here. My mask. Oh crap. Okay, let's. I'm doing such a hack job because I mean this is something people will see for a second. Okay, now I gotta select the picture. Control C, Control V. Am I doing this terribly, AJ? I feel like you're a person who would definitely let me know if I'm doing something terribly. Okay, how about that? If you don't want to get divorced, don't get married. Oh man, hey, yeah, that's true. If you don't want to get divorced, don't get married. That's Can't argue with the logic like that. Double click to close the selection. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to throw it a little bit bigger, just enough for the masking to do its... Okay, so how about here? And then we're going to throw this under the mask. Look at that. Look at that, AJ. What do you think? What do you guys think? Now it's masked behind the Pokeball. It looks pretty cool, right? You could have cut and paste better, but that's a nitpick. How do you cut and paste that? I just Control C, Control V. You guys are screwed since the courts favor the woman 99% of the time. Divorce, is it worth your money? Is it worth getting divorced in 2018? How about that? A lot of my like one of my most viewed videos, if not the most viewed most watched video on my channel is it still is the PSP worth it in 2018? And I noticed going on YouTube that people that's a title that catches people's attentions. Like, is it still worth it? Right? Like, is it worth it in 2018? So get it. I could put the get it behind the mask as well a little bit, like so. But the problem is the way the get it is. Oh, that mask is definitely not great. You could have automatically pasted it in place. How? Keep in mind, I'm not using Photoshop. This is Pixlr. I'm not sure if that's. See, the problem is I like how get it looks cool behind the mask as well, but I have to kind of throw it to the right, which like it should be right about here, right? Like in the middle. This is the most it should go. Towards the right. Mr. Proputine says, jokes on girls. I have no money taking a divorce. Don't forget the time pop-up in the lower right corner. That's a good point. All of this area right here will be covered by a time, like the time stamp for the video, depending on where you're seeing the thumbnail, right? So I'm going to have to fix that mask a bit. Oh crap. See, this is what I don't like about Pixelator. So if I click show all, that's like how it's actually going to look. But as I zoom in, it starts to like move, you see? So that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. Can I do this? Yeah, see, so now it's harder to mask because I don't have the layer where I need it to be. Okay, so let's throw it like right here. Okay, I can fix this. All right, so we're gonna put it right about here so I can fix those issues with the mask. How do I do this? Let's see what approach I'll take. Like this. So just oh no. Let's go with like a hard like that. Let's get that black out of the way. Okay. Oh, I messed it up big time. Okay, so let's. You can tell I'm not a designer. Oh, okay. Okay. How about that? That's okay, right? How long are you planning to stream? Asks Presh Bricks the Third. I usually stream for about an hour. An hour I feel like is like I don't want to overstay my welcome, if you know what I mean. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not the layer I wanted to move. Okay, here we go. So now it's a little bit better. I could also clear up the... On the top there, there's a little bit of a black thing there. Let's get rid of that as well. Like this show is like... Okay, here we go. What's the name of that guy? Oh, crap. Again, the wrong layer. Oh, no. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. What have I done? Okay. The layer is back what it needed to be. What's the name of that guy? The guy who painted and talked about life issues and stuff while he painted. I forget his name. We didn't have that in Brazil, so this is something I learned about later in life. What's his name? Bob Ross, I think is his name. Anyway, this is like Bob Ross, but if he didn't know how to do anything. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's try to erase this, and it goes like, oh shit. Okay. All right. Okay, so now, oh no, not again. Okay, now we have the mask. It's pretty okay considering I'm clueless at design. Let's probably clear up a bit. See, nobody. This is like I'm toiling over like minor little like it's tiny little pixels that nobody sees or cares about. There you go. I see creators all the time who like put no effort into thumbnails at all, and now you guys can't see what I'm doing here. Let me move that over here. Lots of happy accents. Video Game Boutique says, Izzy, about that bone I was to pick with you in the Discord. Yeah, what about the bone? You said he had a bone to... Oh, Jesus Christ. He had a bone to pick with me. Okay. Man, why am I wasting so much time on this? Like, nobody's gonna see the tiny little pixels. Okay, should you get it? How about here? How about that? Are the pixels noticeable? Me and Bob put so much time into thumbnails. We have a mini support group. That makes sense. Like people who are like creators, people who are like technically inclined, we want to make it nice and perfect. But the overwhelming majority of the audience will see this for like a split second, right? Like they don't care that much. They definitely don't care as much as we do. Let's try to. How about if I do it like this, and I delete it like so. Did I ruin it? Okay, perhaps it works this way. Oh, Jesus, every single time. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. All right. So let's see here. Okay, so what do you guys think? I really should have like taken a design course or something. Like maybe it's not too late. Maybe I should go get one. What's your favorite Pokemon game? I'm really liking Pokemon Let's Go. I can't say it's my favorite game in the series. Fire Red was probably the one I played the most, right? It's the one I put the most time into. The 3DS Pokemons are really decent too. I mean, X and Y get really hand-holdy, but they're pretty good. Omega Red and Ruby Sapphire. I forget. No, Omega Red, Omega Ruby, and what's the other one? Omega Ruby, and Jesus, I forget the name of the freaking game. What's it called? It's Omega Ruby and Sapphire. What? Alpha Sapphire. Of course, Alpha and Omega. Yeah, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are pretty decent. I like the remakes, right? I've always liked the remakes. Fresh Bricks says, looks nice, but a little bit too much jaggies on the ball. Yeah, there are quite a few. But I mean, come on. It's okay. It's okay. It looks okay. Come on. What do you guys think? So now again, you have to look at it from every different, like, it's clearly a game about the Nintendo Switch, right? Like, I wish I had the title of the game back there. That would have been better, but I'm not taking another picture. I'm too tired. I could try to Photoshop, but it's gonna probably look like garbage. Dude, you're fine, Ghetto. Yeah, you're right. This is pretty decent. But this is fun. I like getting the feedback from you guys. This is interesting. An interesting exercise. Thumbnail by committee. Should you get... Now I'm, like, figuring out, like, if the text is, like, where it should be a little bit more to the left. This is good, right? This is good? What do you guys think? Is this a yay or a nay? Back to the drawing board, or is it like, it's very clearly, like, if you look, like, the idea behind a thumbnail is that you glance at it for like a split second and you know exactly what the video is about, and it's intriguing enough that you want to click on it, right? So, like, you glance at this for like a split second. Clearly it's a game about the Switch, because there's a Nintendo Switch really, like, visible there, right? It's a little bit out of focus, but that's the idea. I think the yellow Joy-Cons help make it pop. Like, if the Joy-Cons, if I had the black Joy-Cons on there, it might not have popped as well as it's. I like the contrast. So then you have the Pokeball nice, like, front and center, right? So I'm thinking if I should put one more element in here that says Pokemon, right? Like something else that screams Pokemon. The screen is not doing a good job at that, right? What do you think, AJ? Like, the screen is not screaming. If it was the title for the game, that would have been great. I try to move the image down so the Pokeball is better aligned. So the Pokeball is better aligned with the Pokeball. What do you mean? The Pokeball is better aligned with the Pokeball. I'm confused by what you mean. Yeah, see, I should have taken a picture with the title screen, right? Not a random encounter. Can you guys tell which Pokemon that is? Is it? Can you tell? Like, can you even tell that's Pokemon back there? I guess if you're familiar with the game, but yeah, this is an oversight on my part. I could try to slap a. I'd still worry about the Pokeball too close to the timestamp. Yeah, there's no getting around to it. The timestamp will cover a little bit of that, but it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's a Growlithe, that's right. Add a Pikachu. I was thinking about that, putting a Pikachu in here somewhere. So let's get a Pikachu PNG. I'm gonna go over here. Pikachu PNG. Let's see what we can do. Just experiment. It might turn out to be crap, but there's no harm in just seeing how things look. So I got a nice Pikachu here. I'm gonna copy it. Which one? Let's see here. I'm looking at a bunch of Pikachus. Okay, here we go. Got a Pikachu here. I debated even making this video if it was even worth it, because Bob did a great video. Like, Bob's video, as usually is the case, is the definitive video. Like, if somebody asked me about if the Pokeball is worth it, I would legit direct them to Bob's video rather than mine, because his video is complete. Like, he covers everything. Mine is a little more casual, right? So when I saw his, I'm like, what is even the point of making mine? Because, like, his is obviously he did a better job at it. But then again, if I were to not do something because somebody else has done it, then I'd never do anything. So that was... Here we go. So I'm going to throw that back. Now, this one is a little bit jagged, right? And it's covering Pikachu's face. I do like it. It fills up a little bit of negative space on the side there that I felt didn't have enough color. The problem is Pikachu's face is going to be obscured by the text quite a bit, right? So, AJ says, I started to write my thoughts on the question you asked. I think the Pokeball is strong enough in iconography that screams Pokemon. Good point. Good point. The Pokeball is pretty iconic. Yeah, Pikachu here, it might start to look a little bit too big. I mean, it's just in the corner, and the color isn't super overwhelming. Rotate Pika and have him on the top left, but then he's gonna be upside down. Upside down? Really, you guys think that's gonna work? Let's see. Vertical. So I have it like this. But then you're covering the switch. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, what do you guys think? Now it looks too busy and not in a good way. Like, what do you guys think? AJ's right. The Pokeball is pretty iconic, right? Like, you look at a Pokeball, it's such a simple design. It's a ball, like a circle, red, white, little bit in the middle, some black. What do you guys think? So one thing that AJ suggested earlier is that if I throw the text a little bit closer to this side, and I make it a little bit smaller, I can make some room here for like some element here. But perhaps that's not necessary. If anything, I should probably make the get it a little bit bigger to fill up the white space, the negative space. It's going to be more legible, and it's going to go behind the Pokeball a little bit more naturally. So let's, whoops, make it a little bit bigger. Come on. Look at that. I like this better. It fills out the space. It's going behind the Pokeball a little bit more naturally. What do you guys think? That Pikachu, let me get my face out of the way here. What do you think? Is that too busy? Is that too much? Is that too, like, I just installed Photoshop and I have no idea what I'm doing? Because, what do you guys think? I feel like I'm pretty confident either way. So, like, with, without. Now, when I take it without, it seems like it's negative space, right? But then again, it's not like you're supposed to fill every little inch of negative space, because then it becomes too busy. What do you think? What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Should I put it to a vote? That's the situation we got here. Now add a girl in a bikini. Yeah. So? So AJ says, Pikachu changes the image from that product photography look. I think the look does wonders with for thumbnails. Pikachu kind of looks tacky. Yeah, it does look a little bit like Pikachu, like, helps, like, say this is Pokemon, right? Just a moment here. What do you think? Add the game's cover picture. But it's not a Pokemon video, it's a Switch video. Well, I mean, it's a bit of both. If anything, it's more Pokemon than it is Switch. I mean, Pokemon is only out on the Switch, so the two are kind of like, you can't disconnect one from the other. Oh, man. What do I do here? I'm gonna have to make a decision, otherwise I'm gonna be here all night. I'm gonna say no to the Pikachu. There we go. Let's save this. Let's save this sucker. Okay. Pokeball Plus. JPEG. Okay, a Pidgey. All right, Pokeball Plus. There. So that's it. That's the thumbnail for today's video. Yeah, this was fun. I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm gonna go put the video live now so you guys can watch that. And that's it. I'm gonna try to do these videos, doing the thumbnail more often, because this is pretty cool. We get to talk. You guys get to help me out. There's a lot of like, there's a lot of like interesting insights into the product. I mean, I'm learning quite a bit with you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna be heading out. I'll be doing some more live streams like this in the future, like I said. And I'll see you guys next. The video is gonna go live in like 2 seconds, so go check it out, guys. Have a good